Hello and welcome to another update video about Solana. Yes, Solana, unfortunately, not too many news. Yeah, it's slightly boring development. Let's see if that changes in any way today. Because today we have obviously the CPI data being released, so we can expect some volatility today and also towards the weekly candle close of the Nasdaq and the S&P 500. Maybe that gives us a bit more clues and has a bit of an effect on the crypto market. Yeah, I'm just moving here those waves out because the time has progressed, just to indicate here on the roadmap where we would expect the prices to develop to. So what we have here on the chart is after the wave 3 low from the 12th of May at around $35, we have moved up in a wave 4. That was expected. We moved up in a triangle pattern, and also as forecasted, that triangle broke out to the downside. That is still what we're waiting for many other cryptocurrencies. So that triangle moved to the downside here, and we moved down here in this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pattern. Now this fifth wave move or 5-wave move to the downside here could be complete technically. Yeah, we can count this as a fifth wave here, and then we could say, all right, all we need to do now is to wait for upside. But that's not the right way to do it. We want to have an open mind and say, right, the fifth wave could be complete, the low technically could be in, but we want now the price to prove that the low has been in, and therefore we need to wait for an impulse. And an impulse would be that 1, 2, then we would need to be in the wave 3 now, which it doesn't look like it is. And then we need to go to a wave 4 down and a wave 5 up. And then we can say with confidence, okay, we've got the first impulsive move up. Looks quite likely that the low is in, and then we are waiting for an ABC to the downside, ABC. And that is the only way how you can tell that the low is in. Otherwise, it is all speculation. And looking at the price action itself, I'm not convinced. If you compare what is happening here with the Chainlink chart, where Chainlink has a realistic chance that we actually saw already the low here on the Solana chart, I'm not convinced. Chainlink, I did explain everything in detail in the Chainlink video, so check that out from yesterday. Also here it's not guaranteed, but it is certainly developing that way. Here we don't really have any proof or indication that the low could be in, other than a completed 5-wave move. But what I don't know, nobody knows, is if this fifth wave is just an extended wave, which it currently looks like it is. So this fifth wave could just extend in 5 waves. Yeah. So that, based on that view, we have only seen the wave 1. We're now moving up in the wave 2. Well, maybe the wave 2 peaked here, as I said to you before, but my view is that there is certainly more upside potential in the wave 2, potentially, but only if we move above the previous swing high here at 44.60. But any wave 2 is not allowed to move above 48.41, so $48.41. That would, if we do that, it would indicate that the wave 4 here hasn't been finished. But if we see decisive price action above $48.41, then it could indicate, okay, maybe we really have this impulse going on. So if we see something like this here, where the wave 3 would be really long, that would indicate that the low is already in, okay? At the moment, it is still looking very much like what you have on the chart here. So either a little bit more upside and then move down in a wave 3, or here is with some form of a catalyst, maybe the CPI data, when we go down straight away, that we're going straight away in the wave 3, and that the wave 2 in fact peaked here. And the wave 3 would be quite strong to get confirmation that we are in the wave 3 here. We want to move below the previous swing low, and that is at $35.62. When we move below that level, it is quite likely that we head here into this wave 3, then a wave 4 to the upside, and a wave 5 to the downside. And that would complete then, in my opinion, the overall correction for Solana. As I said, you can count this already as a wave 5, but the bullish signals are at the moment still too weak. And actually, as you can see here, we are moving in some kind of a channel at the moment, and we're getting very, very close to resistance here. So yeah, maybe a little bit more upside, but Next resistance point would be definitely here, this descending trend line. And I can actually move that in a little bit closer, depending on how I do it. Let's see if we can. Right, if I do it like that, it actually looks like we broke out already, or just fighting around the breakout, but it doesn't really look like it because we didn't see any increase in volume, so it's a bit tricky to draw that here. In the end, maybe we don't have a valid channel. What counts here is the Elliott wave count. Yeah, maybe it looks more like that with a fake out here and then fighting for resistance here at the moment. But that is what the next hours or so will bring and tell us today. Also, bear in mind that the CPI data will be released today, so we might not see a lot of movement until we have that information that will be coming out at around 8:30, I think 8:30 Eastern time, so when the New York Stock Exchange opens as well, and that could shake up the markets a little bit short term, usually only short term. Bear in mind, always a lot is already built in, only when the actual data is much different from the forecast and the expectation that the market has, only then you see actually some movement. So, and then at some point when that overall correction is finished, only then we can get back to into an uptrend. Need to keep an open mind that it is finished. We also need to keep an open mind that it's not finished. That is why I keep a close eye on the lower time frame at the moment to get the best possible view on bullish signals. And in my opinion, the bullish signals are still too weak. That is why my view is we are still in a downtrend. That is also what you have to expect unless you break the downtrend and move back into an uptrend. You have to expect lower prices. Everything else would just be speculation. And we want to make informed decisions here and understand the markets based on probabilities. So here, for me, yeah, a likely level where we could finish this overall correction off for Solana would be down here at around the $20 level. That is where we had support before in July and June and May 2021. So this will be very, very important support, and I'd be surprised if we don't see a reaction to those price levels. Should we really drop much more? I mean, it could technically be possible to finish this overall correction off also around $30, yeah, but we're getting very close, and that would, however, be here $29 would be a very important support. As you can see, that white line here, that is the 88.7% Fibonacci retracement level. One of the levels where you would usually, in such a larger wave correction like we are here at the moment on the Solana chart, this would normally be a level where you would expect a turnaround as well. So this is where the price has a chance to get into a turnaround, if it hasn't done that already, which I don't think it has. Okay, so hopefully you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then check out the channel membership. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.